It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we'll see Kirk Cousins. He had a solid performance a week ago, throwing for 3 touchdowns. It's the Vikings and the Eagles on Monday Night Prime Time.
Opened back in 2003, have a look at the Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Tonight we wrap up an intriguing Week 2 with a good Monday night matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. The Vikings offense coming out for the first time, and in his 5th season leading this crew, coming off his 3rd career Pro Bowl nod, Kirk Cousins.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see as this game goes on.
Play fake, Cousins. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A first carry now for Dalvin Cook. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Cousins going to bat it forward here on the jet sweep. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Our game here, the Vikings and Eagles, the 2nd and 2 on this Monday night. The Titans and Bills kicked off a little over an hour ago up in Buffalo. And this only doubleheader of the season, but rumor is might have a few more for 2023. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Cousins. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the tackle. Defense.
Now, you don't want to see that penalty at any point, but it adds a little extra to it when it comes on third down.
It certainly does, because if this were a boxing match, they had him on the ropes there. Third down incompletion, fourth down upcoming. Instead, that mistake resets everything back to first down, which means they have to stay on the field longer to try and stop this drive.
Fletcher Cox there for the tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Cousins. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down at the 27. They're not hiding where their central focus is on offense. Charles, he already now has 4 receptions here on this opening drive.
And I know people who are watching the game are thinking, did they forget about him in the defensive game plan? But it's actually been the opposite. They give him a lot of attention. He's been and savvy in his route running and finding seams and openings in order to create these completions. And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves, that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
They'll run for it. Cook. Nice little juke. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. They run again on first down. Cook. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. 7 on a 2nd and 3. And they'll try a jet sweep. It's Rager. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
You take that handoff and you come around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw in that play with the Lions. This will not be enough. 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
And that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
4th down, field goal try coming, so Cousins is off, and on comes Greg Joseph from Minnesota. Joseph's got it, and the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
From the 6. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. Now, for the first time, we get to see this Philadelphia offense led out by their dual-threat quarterback, now in his 3rd season, Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts got the green light as a starter from the Philly organization and took really good steps as the next in line of mobile quarterbacks in the city, following names like Michael Vick, Donovan McNabb, and Randall Cunningham. He led the team in all quarterbacks in the NFL in rushing, and he took Philadelphia to the postseason while throwing for over 3,000 yards.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Hurts. He delivers another to Goedert, complete. Hurts finding Goddard there. First down, Philadelphia. The Eagles 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. It could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. Here's Hurts to throw. And he's got his man, and he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Cousins now after the fumble recovery. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And this one is incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Hassan Reddick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And down by a field goal, they'll take over with excellent field position following the interception. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down. The numbers for Sanders last week: 19 carries, 69 yards, and a touchdown.
There were some signs of life from their ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Lyman can set their blocks and hold them a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get some better numbers produced this week.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Throwing is Hurts. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Open man. Once again, it's Thielen. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up second down. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. Well, this defense for the Eagles, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming out of last week's game because when you're able to give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's Cousins. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson, his second touchdown on the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers.
Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Jordan Davis in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down. And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Meanwhile, Cousins' throw pulled in by Jefferson. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. They in great starting position to begin the drive, and now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Cousins. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And I don't think he got there. Just short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
The kick by Joseph is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the big return had them fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
Fielded right around the 8. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Here we go.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Kurt sets up to throw it. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Goddard. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Cup 19. 19.
13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Pass the 60. Pass the 60. Ready.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
The Eagles on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now back to throw. Towards the end zone for Brown. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Ready, set. Panther 11, Panther 11.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. With Sanders up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw here. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Back to throw here. Towards the end zone for Brown. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Aaron Sipos on to punt as he'll get this one away now. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. Now Cousins. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Cousins to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Osborne. First target, first catch, and a first down.
K.J. Osborne with the first down grab in the Minnesota Vikings organization. They're all eager to see exactly what they have in him because he came out of nowhere in 2021 with 50 catches and 7 touchdowns after not catching a pass as a rookie in 2020. He certainly earned a chance to be in the team's top 3, and they want to see if he can build on those numbers from 2021.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Cousins.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare completion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 3rd down, Cousins. Got an open man finding Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. That time a 6-play drive, and it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, Ethan.
How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. He's brought down to the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy over just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the...
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Eagles are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Obviously, Brandon, they couldn't get it all back with just 1 score, but that touchdown chips into the lead, and now it makes the comeback a little bit more manageable.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Elliott good with a PAT, and that cuts this lead down to 13. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Well, in the process of that kick return, it appears we had an injury. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chain. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. The Vikings on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Cousins now. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Cook up the gut. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing is Cousins. Over the middle, complete. It's Osborne. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Throwing on second down. Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Play action now. Cousins. He'll find Thielen work in the middle. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. Touchdown! Justin Jefferson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Hurts. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Aaron Sipas now. .31 yards on the punt there. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. With a glimpse of Justin Jefferson, the wide receiver, as he and the Minnesota Vikings return back here on offense. Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but a shredding defense is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again for the 41. To throw is Cousins. And a little floater there is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws have them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get the momentum going again.
And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. To the air again, it's Cousins. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Osborne. And he's going to have a 1st down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Cousins complete. Jefferson the target. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. A 33-yarder from the left hash. Joseph's got it, and that will extend their lead even further. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Hurts fumbles it, but I believe it was covered by an Eagle. It was, and Philadelphia is going to hold on to the football. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter.
Okay, break. Back to 60.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, where you see the final score there. J.K. Dobbins, a touchdown run in the victory. Next, we head off to check out another game. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Atlanta Falcons. Matthew Stafford, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And they were winners in that one over the visiting L.A. Chargers. Mecole Hardman, a touchdown catch in the victory. With that, we take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Vikings. And our statisticians got through a couple of pencils already. This offense is on pace for potentially 500 yards in passing. That's pretty incredible. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half. These two coaching staffs likely going through their final adjustments for the second half. One of these teams is going to emerge 2-0, but who will it be? Brandon and Charles. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 3rd and 4 now. Now Sanders. Now during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Here we go, here we go.
Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Ready? 19 tight, 19 tight. Ready?
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1 and 1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Now a carry for Sanders. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Here's Hurts to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on, and they're ready for this next series. Well, this defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. Cousins throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A first down for Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Cousins on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Now, this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Throw left side on target to Thielen.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Cousins to throw it. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. But Charles, will look now at their class from this past draft, and certainly for them it began in the trenches. They brought in a guy who was a favorite prospect of many teams, and certainly they're hoping that he's going to have a big impact right away.
And going with a lineman isn't always the most exciting pick for a fan base, but we also know.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. They'll run. It's Sanders. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Hurts sets up to throw it. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. So here are the Vikings to take over. They've got the lead right now in this ball game, and they're on the heels of that nice win last week over the Packers. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Eluding the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
No question, that was needed by the defense because they're already trailing by a couple of scores. They had to get off the field without allowing another one. That sack on the first play, that may have derailed this drive.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now Cousins. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by James Bradbury. The Eagles are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
It's a gain of 9. 70 Rangers. At the 42-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Hurts. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Hurts. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll run with Sanders. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 2nd and 5 now. Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown. A.J. Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles are able to cut into that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Hurts will throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. There's a glimpse of Justin Jefferson, the wide receiver, as he and the Minnesota Vikings return back here on offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their deep.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
And ultimately, this won't go for much, maybe a couple, but boy, he showed off that make-you-miss ability that certainly is in his arsenal. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Hurts. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will close the gap down to 14. So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball to the end zone and put 6s on the.
Here's Elliott to kick it away. from the 6. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on, and they're ready for this next series.
And we get a peek at the kind of game he's having. It's been a good game. 8 catches now, Charles.
Everyone likes to spread the ball around. They want a lot of people to catch it and touch it, get a lot of guys involved. But sometimes when you have the hot hand or a person who's just really taking care of business in their part of the field, you have to keep going back to him.
And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down. A second down throw for Cousins. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now Cousins. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. He's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. The Vikings send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On 2nd and 9, Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. So the completion good for just 3. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Throwing is Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And out will come the offense as they take over. With a glimpse of Justin Jefferson, the wide receiver, as he and the Minnesota Vikings return back here on offense.
He's been almost impossible to bottle up. You see that number 10 on your screen, a big reason why they have the lead.
One of the guys that's being featured in this game and making sure that he's targeted because they do trust him with the ball. That's why they go back to him time and time again.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Cousins now. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Cousins in step with Jefferson that time. First down, Vikings. They'll drop to throw. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing is Cousins. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 20-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. To throw, Cousins. Justin Jefferson bringing in the slant. Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On 2nd and 9, Hurts. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Second down, they go right back to Cook. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Third and short yardage, Cousins. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up fourth. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Here's Smith to return it. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Let's go now.
2nd and 6. They'll go again with Sanders. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Well, there were about 70,000 that were quickly calling for that flag. It comes out there for pass interference.
And what do you think, partner? A little sarcasm in that cheering from this crowd here tonight. What they're hoping now is to build a little momentum off of it and give them a more genuine reason to cheer down the road.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. He'll look to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
They'll run with Sanders. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Second and goal from inside the 5. They'll set up to throw. The quick slant caught. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. They're going to look to throw. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown Eagles. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So that drive consumes 9 plays all total. And the drive was all finished off on the touchdown catch by Dallas Goedert. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on, and they're ready for this next series. What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral, because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense just falls down or breaks coverage. He's worked awfully hard, changing routes, changing areas, changing angles, and getting open for touchdown.
We knew he'd be part of the game plan in a big way, and it has been in a very big way. They were looking to throw, holding in the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down. Throwing on second and long. Cousins, complete. Jefferson the target. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Cousins to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Osborne. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Again, it's Cook. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 41-yard line. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he stopped immediately there. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. A give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On third down, Cousins.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
The Vikings send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back.
Hurts and the Eagles now down by 2 touchdowns. A little under a minute to go. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Hurts trying to hurry up the offense. On second down and 4. Hurts. Pass complete. Goddard. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. Probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
They're going on fourth down with Hurts.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Cousins just going to take this one down to a knee and end it. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
But without question, when you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They keep celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about